Let's go. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to Break the Chains Media. Today is Tuesday, September 9th, 2025, Tyranny Response Tuesday, coming at you hot and live. Welcome to another Break the Chains Media broadcast. Hopefully, all the sound is right, everything is working, and nothing's weird, because last time it was a little funky. Break the Chains Media. Yeah, beautiful. We're doing great. Welcome. We are running this a little late, but, you know, this is life happens, the world happens. We're here now, and we're going to just hit it really quick, doing like a quick 10-minute full-on fire-fledged breakdown of what is going on, because I'm sick and tired of seeing this perpetuate in society right now. What happened in Charlotte, North Carolina, and now it's going to happen again in Colorado, based on the same absolutely bullshit incompetency trial legislation that is promoted and projected by not only leftist, progressive leftists in our Colorado legislature, but it was co-sponsored by Republicans who are compromised. So we have to call this out. We have to basically say, hey, what is actually going on, and what is the solution here? Because these people cannot be at large. This cannot go on any longer, and I'm sick and tired, and I will be, and I know I'm not the first one, but there are so many people out here right now explaining and expressing their utter disgust and disdain and the unacceptable nature that we're living in a society where these people walk free to commit commit harm and multiple offenses and crime perpetuated over and over again on the population, and the judges and the magistrates and these people involved get absolutely fuck all nothing sent to them. So who is going to be held accountable, and what is the solution to this problem that's happening in this world today? In Weld County, Colorado, we're going to talk about another individual who was from, I believe it was Tanzania, an immigrant from Tanzania with multiple convictions, multiple criminal record, was released today because he couldn't stand trial because of the adult incompetency law that was passed by Colorado Legislature in 2024. So we're going to get into all that here on Break the Chains Media. We are also going to be talking about the lunatic left, and how this ties in with the entire apparatus that they are trying to propagate onto society. Because without a broken and fractured society, they don't have a means to fully hold themselves accountable, because they need to perpetuate the crime and the bullshit, so that way they can be the saviors of their own demise, right? So yeah, if this is the first time joining Break the Chains Media, hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. We do Tyranny Response Tuesdays every Tuesday night, and right now I'm trying to share the stream with all of my platforms, because I did forget. So if you don't mind, I am going to be kind of a little bit distracted, but it won't be that bad. I'm just glad that you guys are with me right now as we go over this, because it is important to hold these elected officials accountable, and not only hold them accountable, but make sure they know what crisis they're perpetuating. And then you get them out of office, you change the game, you flip the script, and then you make the change that you want to see in the world. That is how we win. That is how we win, folks. So let me just set that up. Okay, we're looking good now. Let me just smack that into this conversation. Boom, boom. Cool. Because I'm going to get like a whole nother bunch of people following. But that's what we do, folks. We just interconnect, and we put this all out everywhere for the world to see. Folks, if this is the first time joining, Hit that thumbs up button. Join us on all the social medias. Follow me at breakthechains.media. Get yourself a bottle of Realm Walker hot sauce. The drop-down menu is here. It's a homemade hot sauce from the Mile High City of Colorado. So you can have all these different flavors from mild to extreme heat. Realm Walker hot sauce is the hot sauce for you. Travel the 9 realms of Norse mythology through hot sauce. Currently available right now, I do have Vanaheim, I do have Muspelheim, and I do have Asgard. These 3 flavors are for you. If you are interested, follow Realm Walker hot sauce on Instagram, or reach out to me at Break the Chains Media at Instagram, on X, on any of the social media platforms. You find Break the Chains Media, you message me, you message Realm Walker hot sauce, you end up getting yourself a bottle of hot sauce and supporting the channel. But without further ado, let's jump right into it, because I'm so sick and tired of seeing the abject bullshittery, as it were. Let me go here. Let me do this. Let me open link, because I gotta preface this, because you can't just throw the information hot to trot. I want to lead into it. I want to build it up. I want to build it up for everyone. But this is the individual, okay, from the Weld County Sheriff's Office, okay, and this is crazy, because this story has gone nationwide, okay. Elon Musk commented about it just a few hours ago. Elon Musk talked about it. Some other representatives talked about it. But this is getting national news attention, because this is the zeitgeist. We are the media now. We are the news now. Thumbs up in the chat. Let me know, because that is what we are. We are doing this right now at full force fledged, like full steam ahead. This is what we're doing. But we have to be the ones pushing this narrative and getting this information out there, because no one else will, apparently, because the Charlotte stabber, the evil demon who stabbed that innocent girl from Ukraine on the train, that story came out, that happened August 22nd, and no one knew about it for almost 3 weeks, folks. So we have to be the ones reporting the news and reporting this information. This is from Weld County Sheriff's Office earlier today. Weld County content warning. Videos in this press release may be disturbing to some viewers as they depict active violence. Both video clips were edited to redact personal identifiable features and information. Debisa Ephraim, 21, will be released from the Weld County Jail today per Colorado statute. Competency was raised in 2 of his criminal cases, as the courts found in July of this year of his competency could not be restored and therefore would not be able to stand trial. These are the rules in the leftist legislatures of these people, using competency as a means for unavailable for trial. Ephraim was arrested on April 5th, 2025 in the Greeley Police Department for criminal attempt to commit second-degree murder, which is a felony, first-degree assault, serious bodily injury, which is a felony, and engaging in a riot, which is a misdemeanor, okay? Greeley Police Department issued another arrest for separate case on April 23rd. He was still in custody. Menacing, felony, first-degree burglary, okay? Multiple offense criminal here, okay? The state legislature and the governor has continued to weaken the criminal justice system by handcuffing law enforcement, prosecutors, and judges for the sake of criminals. Colorado Bill HB 24-1034 has created a crisis where very dangerous individuals are being released to the street to reoffend over and over. This is the latest example. I pray this individual doesn't hurt another innocent victim, but the public deserves to know of his past violent actions so they can protect themselves accordingly. God help this state, unquote, said Weld County Sheriff Steve Reams. What an absolute legend. What an absolute boss. Round of applause for the sheriff who actually stands up and does something, and at least does something to the extent of his abilities, because this is the problem. His hands are tied because the leftist legislature in Colorado has passed these laws and passed this bullshit to allow people like this on the streets. Content warning: video may be disturbing to some viewers as it depicts acts of violence. Both clips were edited to redact personally identifiable features and information. Okay? We're going right into this, folks. Debisa Ephraim. This is a gentleman. Far from a gentleman. This dog. This pile of hot dog shit. Debisa Ephraim was released today in Colorado, Weld County. Okay? It's absolutely disgusting, the state of affairs that Colorado and other places across the country have to deal with. So that guy gets knocked out, and then he comes in and see. Okay, hold on. You kind of got caught off. So let me slow it down because this was the first charge of him causing the riot, quote unquote, causing the riot. Okay, so this dude gets dropped. Where is he at? So this dude in the plaid gets dropped, and Debisa Ephraim, this poor excuse for a human, comes in and starts cold clocking him while he's knocked out. So he gets knocked out right there, okay? Done. But then, see him? Right there. That's the man in question. That's the dog in question, okay? Let's keep watching. This is a much fuller extent video. This is the dog. This is the evil perpetrator of these acts of violence that were just released onto the streets here in Colorado in Weld County. That's north of Denver. Weld County is north of Denver. But this person, 21 years old, multiple offenses, multiple criminal offenses. Look at him, just swinging, cold clocking this asshole. Like, what an evil human. So I want everyone to be aware, if you were in the state of Colorado, if you were in Weld County particularly, this man, this creature, this goblin, this sorry excuse for dog excrement, okay? Keep an eye out for him, because according to Colorado law, he was incompetent to stand trial. Therefore, they just let him out. They just let him go, okay? They let him go, okay? This is the bill, folks. This is the bill concerning adult competency to stand trial. Okay? The Act reforms and clarifies the criminal competency to proceed process. The Act provides necessary parties with access to information, blah, 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 bullshit, leftist linguistic jargon, okay, to make it sound professional. But long story short, if they deem you incompetent to stand trial, you get to go free for whatever your conviction was, okay? If you're incompetent, you get a walk, okay? Who signs it? Julian McCluskey, Steve Fenberg, Robin Jones, Secretary of the Senate, Cindy Markwell, and Governor Polis. All of these people are arguably accomplice to any and all actions that this pile of dog excrement will perpetuate on the state of Colorado in the future, because he has been released by the broken system that has been perpetuated by Colorado policies. Okay? And we're going to follow up with this because Path of Most Resistance posting this on X. Shout out to Path of Most Resistance. Follow him if you're interested. Follow this person if you're interested. But we both put out great stuff. Jared Polis calls out this apparent crime, this criminal, right? It's absolutely unacceptable, because here's the thing, folks. Look at. Okay, check this out. We're seeing this in real time. You and I both. Everyone on the stream. Thumbs up in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy this kind of content. It's in real time. It's happening right now. Elon Musk 4 hours ago at Jared Polis. Okay, Unlimited L's post the video from the Weld County Sheriff's Office, which I sourced the material directly from the Weld County Sheriff's Office. Unlimited L's reposted the video from Weld County Sheriff's Office. See how it's tagged right here, and now it's reframed with Unlimited L's. This is the thing what people do on social. It's fine. I get it. People trying to get clicks. I get it, dude. I get it. But I put it out there for the world to see, because I'm more focused on the content in which we're discussing and the conversation that's at hand, right? So Elon Musk retweets this from Unlimited L's. Jared Polis responds, Absolutely unacceptable. I'm calling on the county attorney and DA to use state law, including CRS, Colorado Revised Statute, Title 25 and Title 27, to ensure that he's not at large. This should have happened before release, not after. Remove this threat now. See, Jared Polis is Monday morning quarterbacking, folks. Jared Polis signed the legislation. Okay? Beautiful. You signed the law that allowed this to happen. Okay? We are not stupid idiots that take the leftist logic and liberal talking points at face value anymore, because we call you out in real time. Everyone in this thread right now is calling Jared Polis out in real time on an Elon Musk tweet, on an Elon Musk post. Excuse me, I don't want to dead name X. Just kidding. But let's listen to this.
It's very violent, and how rapidly this person has.
Listen.
It's a very violent crime.
This is the sheriff.
How rapidly this person has accumulated contacts with law enforcement. It's concerning.
Weld County Sheriff Steve Reams is warning his residents of a man he released from jail, not by his own choosing, but because the suspect was ruled incompetent to stand trial.
With that ruling, we're forced to release that individual. That
individual is Debisa Ephraim, a 21-year-old who Reams says is seen in these videos fighting northern Coloradans. The videos, too graphic to be shown in full, show men being knocked unconscious and then continuously punched in the face while lying on the ground.
He's a very dangerous person.
He's a
and
piece
his
of
actions, from what we can tell, were unprovoked.
So why did he walk free without ever seeing a jury? Reams says it's the result of House Bill 1034, signed into law last year by Governor Jared Polis. The law, at its core, said those found incompetent to stand trial should be sent to mental health care instead of incarceration. But that is contingent on the suspect qualifying for that care, which Ephraim did not, Reams says. So Monday morning, he walked free from charges like attempted murder and the cell that he lived in for the last 5 months.
This or the case that happened in Aurora with Solomon Galligan, those both are very giant highlights to the mistake that was made. It needs to be corrected. Someone's going to get hurt, and someone's going to get hurt bad. All I can do at this point is make them aware that this person is out and about, and pray that he doesn't re-enter those criminal actions. But quite honestly, without some legislative changes, I don't know how you address this concern.
Exactly, and that's the problem, folks. That is what I'm trying to address here on this channel. Break the Chains Media. What we're trying to address is the fundamental flaws and the failed leftist legislation that has happened in Colorado, Denver particularly. All of these people, all these quote-unquote elected officials, or these legislative leaders that people put into office who propagate and perpetuate this level of insanity. They want us to live in this state of decay. They are doing this on purpose. Arguably, my own opinion, they are arguably allowing this to perpetuate on purpose so they can facilitate and continue their reform for whether it be gun violence or social orders or incompetency laws or whatever else have you. But they use this actively as a tool and as a weapon. Okay? We're going to pull this up here right now. Okay? You can look this up. It's right here. Legislativecolorado.gov, HB 24-1034, folks. It's right here. You've got these are the prime sponsors. Judy Amabile, Mary Bradfield, and Rhonda Fields. These are the ones who pushed this bill forward and got it signed by the fucking governor. Okay? This is the problem that we have, folks. Okay? Where is it at? Let me find it. Because, yeah, okay. Path of Most Resistance posting this, but I mean, like, Jared Polis is getting ripped apart here, folks. Ripped apart. Like, this is the problem, folks. This is the problem, because this inept, weak leader who perpetuates the evil among the people, he wants us to live in this. Look, he's got the Ukrainian flag, he's got the gay pride flag, and he's got the globalist flag, he is the definition of what it means to be an evil scum puppet. That's a good word, scum puppet. Yeah, I'm going to coin that right here, right now. You watch, you listen, scum puppet. That is the thing, folks. And this is what's happening across the country and across cities across the nation. We have these levels of legislative failures that are happening. We have to call them out for what it is. Okay? It's no different than what happened. Where is this? Let me pull this up. Let me scroll the fuck down. But yep, prime sponsors right here. Okay? Hillhound bringing the facts. We're all blowing this up right now with Elon. And this is the big thing, is that, you know, this is the current argument right now, because we just saw the evil that was perpetuated against the Ukrainian refugee. I mean, this evil demon, this demon right here, and the crime he committed against an innocent Ukrainian refugee. Where is the post that I had? I thought I had a post here. Oh no, maybe. Where is it? Nope. I'm just kidding, folks. We have this one here. Okay, look. And this is Canada. But this is another instance. We're pulling it all together, folks. It is designed decay. It is Democrat decay by design. Okay? They do this to perpetuate fear and instill a more strict government because of the laws that they pass, because of the bullshit that they pass. But it's so counter-logical, because so many people should say, hey, these are the ones passing the laws that allow this shit. But there are so many first-order thinkers that they don't discern that the government is effectively guaranteeing its necessity, right? The government has to guarantee its necessity. If the government were to legislate its way out of a job, there would be no need for government. So in order to continue to have law and continue to have governing legislation and more harsh restrictions, whether it be gun control or civil requirements, all these things, you have to instill a society that has higher risk and higher threat assessment. Okay? I posted this. I said self-defense and situational awareness is always important, but it doesn't account for psychotic demons who want to kill innocent people in cold blood. We are in trying times and prepare accordingly. This guy in Canada randomly slashes another guy in the neck on the bus. And then he calls 911 and said he did it for ISIS. Honestly, it's getting crazy out here. From Lord Bebo on X. I mean, this is the video, folks. I will address. I try not to show this stuff on my channels, but at the same time, I want people to understand the reality of the world we're living in. So, graphic warning advised. This is a graphic warning alert. Let me press the button. Hold on. Where is it? Right here. That's the warning siren, folks. Warning siren for graphic assault incoming. So be careful. Okay? Let's play this out. I don't like it, but
standing near the rear exit doors and riding together in silence for about 3 minutes before Kawam pulls out a large knife and attacks, slashing at the victim's neck 3 times and intending to kill him, according to the admissions at trial.
Hopefully YouTube doesn't.
As bus passengers scream, the victim uses his body to push Kawam out of the bus.
You know, he was bleeding out of his neck and he still managed to throw his attacker off the bus.
The knife nicked the victim's vocal cords and missed his main artery by a millimeter, his brother-in-law told Global News days later.
It scared him to his core. He thought he was going to die.
15 minutes earlier, Kawam had used the same knife to attack another man at a bus stop across the street.
Mr. Kawam initially approached him and asked, "Are you Muslim?"
When the first victim replied no, Kawam prayed for 2 minutes and then attacked, aiming a slashing motion at the man's neck.
This is the level of
pushed
insanity
Kawam
that we're
away
facing in
and
this
was
world.
able to escape.
The level of insanity in this world is outstanding, okay? This is what I posted, folks. Something very predictable is going to happen, okay? See this? All of this has a whole vibe to it, and I'm sick and tired of saying it's anything different, okay? It's not okay to live like this. Okay? We should not be living like this in a quote-unquote civilized society, right? And the dude there, I saw the full video of this, folks. It is not for faint of heart, and it is the most painful and heartbreaking videos I have seen in a long time. And just seeing, you see the fear in her eyes. You see, like, let me see if I can do it. I would never, I do not want to show the actual video on my live stream, but I will show you a screenshot of her face, and this is all you need to see. This is all you need to see. You don't need to see the video. You don't need to see anything else, but it will affect you. I mean, it's not anything graphic. It's not anything disgusting. It's just like you see her face, and it's the worst. This cannot stand. Like, it's so bad. In real time, folks. We're doing this in real time. Folks, this is what we're dealing with right now, okay? One of her last moments, and it's like I said, it's so hard. It is so hard to even report on stories like this, because what kind of world are we living in when these are the stories that we have to discuss? Do you see her? So many different thoughts, so much. It's all happening right then and now as she looks up to her attacker, her assaulter. What a horrible, rest in peace. What a terrible way to go. And I pray for her soul. I pray for everything good in her. It breaks my heart down to my core that it had to go like that. I can't even look at it anymore. Like, it's so hard to have to unequivocally have this kind of conversation about the state of the affairs in this world today. How bad are we, folks? And I'm sorry, and it's tough, but it's happening around the country. It's happening in your neighborhood. It's happening in your city. If you're in Colorado, it just happened. It just happened in your neighborhood, folks, with Colorado and these people in Colorado and other legislators around Colorado promoting and perpetuating this, because this is what we're dealing with, folks. And it's not about race. It's not about class. It's about decay and rot and disease and trying to instill a better world for everyone. How are we supposed to do this if there are people like this and like the demon in North Carolina that did this kind of stuff perpetuating against innocent people? We cannot let this stand as a functioning nation. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to stand my ground, and it's time to fucking play. Play ball. Win, make stupid decisions, win stupid prizes, or I don't know the fucking, I don't even know what it says. Status of Colorado's economy. What's the thought about Governor Polis and the approval of Governor Polis? I mean, this is it, dude. We are all sitting here watching this unfold in real time. Is Colorado headed in the right direction? 40% think Colorado's headed in the right direction. 53%, an overwhelming majority, the majority of voters, based on Magellan Strategies and Colorado Voter Opinion Survey, 53% in the wrong direction, 7% unsure. So we have a plurality of a majority. Colorado's headed in the wrong direction. I wonder why, Jared Polis. I wonder why, when you promote and you project this kind of shit into our state and into our culture. Disgusting and unacceptable. Okay? I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I don't want to, I can't even deal with this anymore. Where is this? Okay. This is the, This is the legislative bill, right? Passed in the 2024 session, so not this past session, but the year prior, okay? And not only that, I'm in contact with some of the current representatives who spoke directly on what happened and how they switched people out and they removed people and they rearranged putting sponsors of the bill in positions of committee to pass the bill to then put it to the governor's desk. And this is how communists operate. They gain positions of power in a democratic process, and then they overtake that process by putting their cronies in positions of smaller power, legislative power, to then enact their more progressive policies, to then pass progressive policies. And we saw that happen in this 2025 administrative session, where they passed over 500 plus bills. This session alone in Colorado, because the people of sanity and the people of logic and the people of freedom and the people of liberty do not have a majority plurality voice in any chamber of any committee inside that Senate or inside the state house building. So we don't have we don't have any way to blockade them. And that's why I fight for what I can right now, and I make sure that people in Colorado are aware and involved, so that way we can put people in positions of legislative power to contest and at least stop this communist creep. Okay? It's disgusting, and I'm sick of it. I can't have it anymore. I refuse to have it. But let's read the first paragraph, folks. Let's take a deep breath. Let's read the first paragraph. Okay? I'm going to do some ASMR right now. I know I've been yelling. I've been ranting. I know it's been loud, but I'm just so fed up and I'm so sick of it. Okay? HB 24-1034, Adult Competency to Stand Trial, concerning adult competency to stand trial. The Act reforms and clarifies the criminal competency to proceed process. The Act provides necessary parties with access information related to the defendant's claim of incompetency to proceed. The Act adds the information that is included in a competency report. The Act delineates a court options when it finds that the defendant is incompetent to proceed. The Act directs when competency services may be provided on an outpatient basis. The Act sets forth the circumstances when the court has to dismiss. The Act sets forth the circumstances when a court has to dismiss the defendant's case based on the highest level of charge against the defendant and how long the defendant has been waiting for restoration services. Why in the God's green earth would anyone sign this bill into law? It says it right there. So don't bullshit me, Mr. fucking Polis, when you say it's unacceptable. When Jared Polis comments to Elon Musk how it's unacceptable, when he himself is the signatories of this passage of this bill. Don't give me that shit, Polis. Outright blatant lie. Okay? It's disgusting, the level of bullshittery that we had to deal with in Colorado. Okay? Says it right there. Plain as day. It makes let me know in the chat if you think anything else. Act sets forth the circumstances when a court has to dismiss the defendant's case based on the highest level of charge against the defendant and how long the defendant has been waiting for restoration services. That's basically saying if the defendant is incompetent, it has to be sent to a mental institution, but if the mental institution denies him, or if there's an injunction to that service, he has to be let go. That's essentially what that means. Okay, this is the shit we're dealing with in Colorado and country and cities across the nation. This is why we have to stand up and speak out. Okay, yeah, thumbs up. I'm just gonna heart everything here. You guys are seeing me working. This is me working in real time. I mean, I make light jokes of this, right? Okay, but these are the people that, I mean, honestly though, there's so many people here that, I mean, I know all of these folks. All of these people are freedom fighters. We definitely, yeah. Why did you reply from your personal account instead of your official account? Interesting, right? So many of these people, yeah. It's because Elon commented on Jared Polis, not Governor of Colorado, but everyone here, we're the reply guys for Colorado. Everyone in this is replying from Colorado, and we're speaking out because we can't let this pass anymore, because this is what we're dealing with in Colorado right fucking now. Okay? I'm sick of it and I'm over it, and I won't back down. Okay? I might not be Tom Petty, rest in peace, legend, but I will not back down. I will not back down. Okay? We have to call a spade and be honest for what it is, folks. Okay? Big Timber Lodge, bringing the facts. Follow Big Timber Lodge. Okay? Jared Marsh posted about the Soros-linked progressive prosecutors. This is a great map if you are interested in doing your own digging yourself. Okay? These are all the places where Soros-backed money, as of 2023, has people in elected offices, progressive prosecutors, that are funded by Soros or Soros-linked. Okay? It's not made up. This shit ain't made up, dude. It's all there for everyone to see. Critically functioning humans can find this shit and say, hey, let's get these evil people out of office. Let's get these evil people out of legislative processes and out of prosecutorial. Like, why are we having Soros-linked prosecutors and Soros-linked district attorneys or Secretary of States, Jenna Griswold? Why are we having these people in our in our state, services? It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Okay? Hillhound reposting the prime sponsors here. Democrat Senator Julie Amabile from Senate District 18 in Boulder. Republican Representative Mary Bradfield, District 21 from El Paso County. Now, El Paso County, there's a whole bag of worms going on in El Paso County, my personal opinion. Yeah, El Paso County is down south Colorado Springs. However, I think there's some nefarious backdoor deals that are being had with some Republicans, some GOP officials who are basically putting weak and compromised GOP officials in these positions so that they can continue their governing control and continuing this back and forth infighting of governing policies. And this is the infighting that I was talking about. Why? The reason of government is to make sure society is safe, right? Or the reason of there's many different interpretations of why government is important, right? So why is government important? The fact of the matter is, and we can have this conversation later, but if government solved all of the problems in which government was instituted for, there would be no need for government. Apply that logic to the medical industry or the banking industry. If society found ways to not need elected officials for government, we wouldn't need government. If society found cures and remedies for healthcare and healthcare remedies and alternatives that didn't require Western medicine, didn't require doctors and all of these high-end PhD doctorate degree level people, we wouldn't need the medical industry. So we have to, so they're never going to institute cures. They are never going to institute remedies or cures for the problems in which they are employed for, right? Because that's basically negating the whole premise of their existence. So of course, the Democrats and the Republicans, no matter how you spin it, they're going to make deals so that every way this perpetual pendulum swing of back and forth politics is going to continue to make sure that they continue to hold their positions. And they're going to bark back and forth, we got to stop this and we got to do that. Oh no, shame the Democrats. Or oh no, shame the Republicans. Shame on them. And it never ends. Break the spell, break the cycle, break the chains, folks. That is why I do what I do, to make sure that you are aware, to understand that it's not left and right. It's freedom versus tyranny. I said it before and I'll say it again. That's why we do what we do here. Well, I say we, like there's a whole team behind me, folks. It's just me. It's just me. And to be fair, I do get a lot of help from my followers, from my supporters, from my people on X. So if you want to be a part of that, follow me, join me, Break the Chains Media, give me a thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. We do Tyranny Response Tuesdays every Tuesday night. We do We Are Change Wednesdays, and then if I'm feeling like it, Mondays. However I want to do it. But the networking and the community and the people involved is what makes all this happen. And like I said, it's not left and right. It's freedom versus tyranny. So if you have an objective person who wants to fight for the rights of the individual, First Amendment, Second Amendment, constitutionally sound, we're talking the Liberty Pledge, okay? Sign the Liberty Pledge. Be part of liberty. Be part of freedom. Join us in that movement. Be a part of that movement. Then we can have conversations on what it means to be a governing individual. Be someone who represents the people. These people are not representing the people because they are all compromised to ensure that criminals remain on the streets. That is the whole crux of this left and right duality paradigm, okay? This is what they do. This is how they operate, okay? Break the Chains Media, bringing you the facts, bringing you the truth. I appreciate everyone who follows the channel, everyone who shares this channel, follows me on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it. Dead name it. I don't give a shit. Break the Chains M on X. You can follow me on Instagram at Break the Chains Media, but we have to speak up about this, folks, because I cannot take this any longer. This is a little tangent thing I posted before all the shit went down. But there's a whole vibe that's happening right now, and a lot of people are waking up to this evil and to this blatant corruption that's happening in this world today. Okay, the tangent. I'll leave you folks with this, and this is a post that I made on my own accord, but. Parents should be the main driving factor of a child's education. Not everyone can homeschool, but learning at home should always be the first place your child learns about anything. Make sure the next generation is equipped and prepared for the world. End indoctrination. Thumbs up in the chat if you agree. Find this on my X account and give me a like and repost this. But this is, you see it right here, folks. Indoctrination is apparent and it's at large. And this ties into a better generation, a better society, a better class of civilians, a better class of people, more educated voters. It all starts with you. It all starts with making sure that you fund and formulate and work with the younger generation to make sure they know what is communism, what is Marxism, what the difference is, what is socialism. There's a whole thing that I'm gonna bring into probably next week when I come back. I'm gonna be out of town this weekend, but when I come back, I want to do a full breakdown specifically on the differences between Marxism, communism, socialism, liberalism, progressivism, because they're all different flavors, and they all do eventually reach the same end goal. But it's like different degrees. It's like working out at a with a cable machine at the gym, right? You have multiple different levels of weight, and you can just change your weight freely. It's not a dumbbell. It's a pulley system, and that's what these degrees of leftist policies is. And I think leftism encompasses a lot of that, but I'm going to do a whole live stream on the breakdown and the nuances between the radical Marxist ideology and the not so radical progressive, leftist policies that are trying to institute into socialism. It's like progressivism, then socialism, then communism, then Marxism, but they're all flavors of the same ice cream, as it will. But I want to do a whole different live stream. But this is what we have to educate our younger generations on. And not only that, not just leftism, but far right extremism, right? And arguably, I still have a hard time, but I still think that fascism is a flavor of leftism. But I see where because the politics, instead of politics being a line, politics is a circle. And I think that you have most liberty up here. You have most tyranny down here, and the center is at the top of the circle, and then you move it down, and it reconnects at the bottom because they diverge. But at these tipping points, it becomes the centralization process of the institutionalized state. So the more institutionalized state that grows, the more it looks the same. Whether it's communism or fascism, you take different paths to the same end goal. But this is something, like I said, I'm going to get into a whole nother live stream. But if you want to look forward to that live stream, you got to follow the channel. So be a part of the channel, so that way you can see that full breakdown of what I think, how the full spectrum politics operates. It's going to be a whole live stream presentation. But this coming week, I will be having more. I will be doing more shorter clips and a little more digestible, shareable content that you can push out there from last week's Liberty on the Rocks event that I did. So I'm just trying to get more politically aware, more politically active as far as in my community, meeting people, talking with people, navigating and negotiating with people. And we're probably going to see we might see some promo codes. We might see some partnership with other local avenues and other local outlets here within the Colorado freedom community that we're all a part of. I think we're all fighting a great fight. We all each have strengths in our own ways, but we have to stay consistent, stay present, stay active, get these words, get this information out there to the people. Like I said, follow the channel. Join us, Tyranny Response Tuesdays every Tuesday night. We are Change Wednesdays on Wednesdays. Break the Chains Media, always bringing you the facts and truth, and at least my own opinions. I will do everything in my due diligence to give you the information that you need to make sure that you have the materials necessary to have civil and constructive, real conversations with people online, so we can actually awaken and fundamentally shift that dial more towards liberty, more towards freedom. And like I said, it's not about left and right. It's about freedom versus tyranny. And the more we move towards freedom, the less we have tyranny. We are winning as a nation, as a country, as a world, as a free, human, sovereign, individual being. So with that, folks, we are wrapping up here. I am going to be dropping we are going to be going into a raid. So make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you share this with all your friends. Make sure you share this with anyone who's interested in this kind of conversation. Definitely bring them into the channel, because I want to have this conversation with them. I want them to have a conversation with me. So, folks, we are doing it. We are going to be a part of it. We're making it happen in real time right now. And let me see if I can do this right. Am I going to do this right? Hold on. Yeah, maybe. There it is. We are going to go into the raid of the Beanie Compound. So with that being said, folks, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for joining Break the Chains Media. And as always, fight for freedom and never give up.